How dare you insects come after me? Oh almighty Lavos, lend me your power. Hello everyone, welcome to a very special episode of Andy's Lack Corner. This is it, we've taken Queen's Hill down and there's only one big baddie left, Lavos. We're gonna go ahead and take care of it so we can finish this beautiful gem of a game, Chrono Trigger. Mwahaha! At last, Lavos awakens. Compared with him, you are like germs, but I shall obtain immortality. Well, it finally goes down. No Black Omen no more. Time for us to meet Lavos. I'm ready to do this, Lavos, are you? Lavos enters attack mode. It looks like you are. This is the trick to fighting Lavos. Check it out. He is going to take one boss from each time period and he's gonna mimic them. So we are going to use the same tactics that we use with those bosses. The funny thing is that it keeps their HP, so it should be pretty easy because my level is high enough. I should have no problem. And here we go. Okay, this is the first phase done. It's changing attack mode. This was a dragon tank. Now he's turning into this big thing from the future. Second stage done, as I said, it's quite simple because they are keeping the same HP they had back then. This is Hecarim now. And just as Hecarim was, now Lavos is extremely resistant to physical attacks, so I'm gonna have to use magic. Phase 3 completed, and it should be this dude, Somber. Ouch, that hurts. I want my MP back. That was a lot of MP taken from me. That blows ass. All it did was cause harm by taking my MP. Now this is Masamune. Goodbye Masa and Mune. Who's next? It's just a reptile. All I have to do is use lightning to lower its defense and then attack physically. That should do it. Reptile down. What else? Manga is interesting. Okay, what I have to do is use the same element to attack it so that it doesn't get blocked by its barrier. So if he uses fire, I use fire. You gotta love that damage inflicted by my critical hits. Piece of cake. Who are you now? Tyranno. Taking down Azala first, then the Tyranno. Okay, check it out. This is the best spell for Chrono, Luminaire. This one took longer than expected. Oh no, I don't like this one. Giga Gaia. Oh, since I can use items before the battle, let me heal up and replenish my MP. Oh, oh, it's screaming. This is different. I think I just killed it. Maybe not. I think it would be more climactic if I had. Um, so before I actually face it, I'm gonna change it and I'm gonna put a strong spellcaster. Kamagus, your turn. Aha, this is the real Lavos. Destruction rains from the heavens. That's what he used on me when he killed Chrono. Yeah, that feels more like it. That's a really cool spell, and I like the damage too. That sounds more like it. And we killed its head. Unbelievable. It ain't over yet. We'll get to the bottom of these levels. So what I did was kill its outer shell. Well, I have to go in and kill the rest. We're in pretty deep. No turning back now. We're in the innards of the beast now, folks. So I'm gonna save it here real quick, change my party members, and go. He doesn't like it. Listen to his heartbeat. He sounds scared. This is Lavos. Ayla, not give up. Alright, here we go. From what I've seen, this boss has three targets. The two hands and the middle part, probably the body. According to the wiki, from what I'm reading, the left hand has 12,000 HP, the right hand has 8,000 HP, and the main body has 20,000 HP. The left hand has only one spell, that's all it does. It's called Curse, and it removes your ability to resist status changes. So if any of the other parts have any spell or attack that causes, for example, chaos, confusion, or poison or sleep, then you would be affected. Then the right arm has the same thing, or right hand, whatever you want to call it. It has the same thing, but it also has a couple of additional attacks. They're not that dangerous. They don't do much. One of them tries to put you in stop or paralysis status. So if you had the status resistance stripped by the left arm, then you're gonna be affected. But the dangerous thing about that, not to you exactly, but if you start attacking the main body and you kill any of the other parts, the right arm has the ability to bring them back to life. So you have to take both arms pretty much at the same time. So that's why you see me that I'm calculating, since I know that left hand 8,000 HP, the other one 12,000 HP, I try to take them down at the same time, which I am trying to do right now. And finally, the middle portion, the main body, it has 20,000 HP, as I said. It has several different attacks that can be pretty devastating, taking as much as 500 HP per hit. So I gotta keep Marley healing all the other party members and herself. But the other thing is that you can't really damage the middle part if you don't take out the other two arms because the defense power is real high at this moment. You have to kill the arms so that it lowers its defense power and you can actually damage it in a significant way. All right, that's the left arm gone. Next one should be the other one real quick. And with that, Chrono has managed to take both arms out. All that's left now is the main body, the head. there you go. I can still learn things. Triple tech, final kick. Interesting. It's humanoid. It seems like it has collected all of the vitality from the creatures who have lived on this planet. Are you saying it's the reason we're all here? No, run, Eleanor, run away. Worse than losing. This is Chronos and ours, Lynn's and the ones, everyone's, and I mean everyone's world. Ayla strong, Ayla and world good. You outsider, not part of planet's life. This is it, friends. This is what we have been working on for the past, I don't know, 26 episodes, 27? And it's clear that this was designed by Akira Toriyama because this looks a lot like Frieza, and it's a monster in three forms. This is the final form. So, as you can see, I just killed the Lavos bit on the left, and because this has three different targets. So you get the left bit, the right bit, and the middle part. You would think that the middle part is the important one, but it's not. What I actually have to kill is the right bit, and it's got pretty high amount of HP. Okay, so take a quick look at this one. Okay, do you see that? This is the main mechanic for the fight. You can only damage the right bit if the left bit is dead, because otherwise the right bit will have some sort of barrier that prevents physical and magical damage. Let me give you the HP count for each one of the targets, okay? The left bit only has 2000 HP. The middle part has 10,000 HP, and the right bit has 30,000 HP. So here's a quick rundown of how it should work. You quickly try to kill the left bit so that the right bit shuts down its defense, its barrier. You completely ignore the middle part and you start attacking the right bit. But the right bit at some point will revive the left bit, and you just rinse and repeat. Just to make things a bit more complicated for you, the middle part will start casting some spells and some attacks that they're pretty damaging, but some others have some interesting status effects on you. So mostly, and the most dangerous one is if they confuse you. So you have to head into the fight while having something equipped, maybe a helmet or an accessory that prevents confusion. Then it will also create something that you don't actually have a defense for. It's called HP down. Look, before that, do you see that? It just revived the left bit. So again, I'm gonna have to go and take down the left bit, and I'm getting here a free attack because um, the the right bit hadn't actually turned on again the barrier, so I get to damage it a little bit more. But now I have to take out again the left bit and continue doing it over and over again. It's not gonna be that long. So going back to the HP down effect, it's basically a tick countdown of your health. Every second or so, 1 or 2 HP will go down. So it's like a bleeding status, and you don't actually have anything to counter that except for your healing. The other thing that the center part can do, it's a sort of pseudo attack that it's called time warp, and what it does, it changes the background in your fight. Look at that, it's happening right now. So it changed from the future all the way to the Mammon Machine and the Ocean Palace. That is the antiquity. So when he does that, he will be able to use another attack, another different spell. Let me try to summarize them for you. So the first one is just a spell, and it's when you are in the background lean square for 1000 AD, and it is straight up damaging, and then it's trying to inflict a random status ailment. Then you have Evil Star. When you have the 600 AD time period, Magus's Castle, what it does is reduce your HP by half. Whatever you have, then it's reduced by half in across the whole party members. You have the Dreamless, which is just straight magic damage to you. Then you have invading light, which will attempt to, it will damage you, and it will also try to inflict slow. And to finalize things, you have a Grand Stone, which is a pretty damaging physical attack. So if you have good armor, it can deal anywhere from 950 to about 250 damage. And I realized that I gave the scale backwards because the better your armor, the less the damage, right? But if you're not well equipped, then you're gonna soak up 900, 950 HP. That is pretty huge damage. So yeah, be on the lookout and try to keep everybody's health above 600, 700 HP and you'll be fine. Oh, and there you go. It's done. We killed it. We finished Chrono Trigger, people. We did it. Yay us. You know, I've always wondered why we see this image here. The left bit is still alive and we're trying to fight it. Does it mean that it somehow revived and it returned? I don't know. Chrono. Chrono. Chrono! It's time to rise and shine. We have a little surprise for you. Your stay of execution has been cancelled. You must now carry out your sentence. What? That's not a good surprise. My liege. We've been looking for you, Chrono. Where do you take my daughter? Daddy, don't! Chrono hasn't done a thing. She says Chrono has been a perfect gentleman, but what do you think, Chancellor? Chrono's deeds have had an enormous impact on the kingdom. Chancellor, how could you? Please, just listen to me. We had to save the future, right? What? Huh? Oh shit! It's the one! You saved the future and gave us hope. Oh, the old King Guardia. You fought Magus's troops and brought peace to the kingdom in the year 600. Oh, Blunt Kino. Chrono beat Reptides. What's going on here? Me, I'm going on. Luca, you brought them here, didn't you? Our kinsman told me all about your incredible mission. Kinsmen? You mean these are my ancestors and descendants? Here I was fussing about my kingdom, and my daughter and you were saving past, present, and future. Now, for a true victory parade, tonight we celebrate you. Now, Marley, go out and enjoy the last night of the fair. Yay! Come along with Chrono, our hero. Princess Nadia is finally home. At last, Guardia is back to normal. It's a moonlight parade. Alright. I think it's my duty to point out that we just did a round trip of the entire fair in a clockwise manner. You saved us all? That's nice, dear, but I wish you spent more time around the house. It's a real problem when the person who's in charge of the cat is gone. The princess is gorgeous. Don't get me wrong, of course you are too. This is an interesting thing. This is a character that I've talked about in the past. Honey, don't you just be a sack of potatoes. Dance with me. Chrono, the king says you save the future. Wait until I tell my friends. And that, my dear viewers, would be Lara, Luca's mom, who was confined to a wheelchair in the beginning of the game, but now she's wanting to dance. Not much business in weapons anymore, but I like it that way. Okay, good. Let's see what else. Oh, all my friends are here. Well, everyone, this is it. Each to thine time. The gate has grown weak. We've got to say our goodbyes before the gate closes. You're all leaving? Chrono was strong, Marley too. Ayla had fun. You're my distant ancestor, so you better have tough kids or I'll be in trouble. Hey, don't worry, Ayla very strong. Right. Hey, what do you mean by that? Hmm. Kino dummy, we go now. Bye bye. 'Tis a feisty crowd, but they are thine kin and 'tis of consequence. Queen Lina waits, your majesty, we too shall take our leave. Bye, Froggy. You're my greatest hero with the Masamune. Mr. Frog, long farewells never were necessary. Right, besides, action speaks louder than words. Kissy kissy. Yeah, don't these things end with the princess kissing the frog? So, you're going to search for Shala? No words. Suckers. That guy's so cool. Luca, I will miss you. What's wrong, Luca? Aren't you going to say goodbye to Robo? She knows. Knows what? Robo was born in a bleak future. When we defeated Lavos, we changed history. Robo may not exist in the future. Please relax, the new future has a place for me. Darn it, Robo, don't pretend you don't care when you're really sad. It just makes things worse. Luca, you have taught me these emotions. Thank you. Tears don't become you, Luca. Robo will be there in the new future. I don't think so. Goodbye. Oops. Caution. Oil has washed over my sight sensors. Sight diminished. Bye now. Do you remember that talk we had? You mean about whether our lives flash by before we die? Yeah, I get the feeling that the entity is finally at rest. Yes, I feel that too. Time travel. How exhausting. We should dismantle the epoch. Its job is finished. Oh boy. Mom? You naughty thing, come back here. Look, Chrono, your cat's running away because you haven't been feeding it. Oh no. Hey, come back here. Mom, no, no. Mommy. Oh, great. Chrono, that gate will never open again. Well, it looks like we have no choice but to go after them. Go after them? But the gates? Look, don't turn off your brain yet. I forgot. We have a time machine. Yeah. Ah. Oh, princess, the king asks for your presence. What do you want? I'm so happy. Now there's no reason for you to go away anymore. I have a gift for you to commemorate this day, Princess Nadia. Balloons and the bell. This is Nadia's bell. It will ring out across the land to replace Lean's bell. Cool. Marley, where did you go? Could someone please lend me a hand? Daddy, I hate to say this, but I can't see around doing nothing. We're gone, baby, after Chrono's mom. So, phew, made it just in time. Shall I fire one off? No, Taban. Actually, I could really use your help. This, my friends, is Chrono Trigger. One of the most important video games in my life. It's had a huge impact and influence on me, and I really didn't want to be talking over this gorgeous piece of music. However, YouTube already struck down my previous version of this video because of a copyright claim, and I'm gonna have to cut the video short. So thank you so much for being with me. Thank you so much for following this playthrough. I'll see you next. Bye.